and welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, you should totally subscribe. Sorry, I'm filming on a new camera and it's so weird not to look up. So by the title, you know this is a book haul. I went to Target and they had buy two get one free, so I did a little bit of damage, you know. I just love going book shopping and it was amazing. Also, I had this little nice encounter with this guy who was telling me about this book. It's called What the What? And he was saying it's about this African man who has to leave Africa, I believe. But I'm going to look that up right after this. But I just got home and I wanted to show you all the books I got. So, got 3 bags here. 5 are from my cousin. I will be showing y'all still. But I did a little bit of damage. Some books just seemed interesting. I don't know what anything is about. And yeah. So we're gonna start off with my cousin's book. The first book I got my cousin was Charlotte Webb. I read this when I was like young, so I thought this would be good. It's only 184 pages, so she can fly by that because she's currently reading Harry Potter, so she can read this thick book. She can definitely read this. And yeah. So, Charlotte. Then she read Hunger Games. She's 11, so she's in that phase right now. She's about to go to middle school, so I'm giving her like young reader books right now. So, because yeah, was it the second book I got her was Catching Fire, and this is the second book to Hunger Games. I don't think I've read this because I do have Hunger Games. I do have Catching Fire, but it's the hardback, and I want all my Hunger Games to be hardback. So we have Catching Fire, and I'm going to ask maybe to read this with her because I don't remember this book at all, so I think I haven't read this. That's the second book. Then I got her Mockingjay, third book for Hunger Games, and this is a pretty cover. I definitely haven't read this one. I definitely don't remember this. If I did, it was an audiobook, but I definitely don't remember reading this book. Then I got her Wings of Fire. It's a graphic novel. And she wrote me a list, 10 books that she wanted, but I just don't remember. I definitely remember her wanting this, the Hunger Games and Harry Potter, but they didn't have the third book to Harry Potter at Target, so yeah. Wings of Fire. Then she got all of the I think she read all of them, the Percy Jackson. So I got her the graphic novel for Percy Jackson. And this is like pretty cool. Like look, that looks so nice. But yeah. Those are all the books I got my cousin. Now, me, I did a ton of damage for myself. Like, it is crazy. So, I said I was not going on a book buy. I was going to go on a book buying ban, but hear me out. When someone says buy 2 get 1 free, like, why would you pass up? Buy 2 get 1 free. That's the best deal for books. They had buy 2 get 1 free for books, puzzles, video games. Like, come on now. Like, I'm just a book lover who has to keep that. That sale is amazing. So I did a little damage for the total of $184. So my bed a little broke, but it was for a good cause. Now I'm about to go on a book buying bin now after this, because I definitely was not going to go to the bookstore, but I'm definitely going to go to the bookstore maybe in May. Let's do May, because I definitely want to do a vlog in May for books. But let's get on with the book haul. So I have the 7-year slip, and this is a romance. I heard amazing things on TikTok, and this says it's about it. Sometimes the worst day of your life happens, and you have to figure out how to live after it. For Clementine, that means burying her head in work as a book publicist, being practical and forgetting the silly things her beloved aunt Alina taught her, like living wide and chasing the moon. Clementine would rather stay grounded and keep her heart safe. For the last 6 months, she's done just that. But then, when she moves into her late aunt's apartment, finds a strange man standing in the kitchen, a man with kind eyes, southern drawl, and a taste for lemon pies. Her well-laid plan begins to fall apart, because he's the type of man who, before it all, she would have fallen head over heels for, and she still might, except he exists in the past. So, 7-year slip. This seemed interesting, so I heard good things and bad things, so we will see how this goes. And this one, don't know too much, but the cover and the sprayed edges are what spoke to me. Like, look how pretty she is. And then the art. Yes. So this is Gothic Icona, I believe, and it on the part it says a tale of dark romance, and I love a dark romance. So this is about an unusual girl, an enigmatic man, and enchanted castle. What could go wrong? That's what it says. It says an outcast her entire life, Corvina is left adrift after losing her mother when she received the admission letter from the mysterious University of Fenmore. She accepts it as a sign from the universe. The last thing she expects, though, is an old, excluded castle on top of a mountain riddled with riddles, deceit, and death. Vlad is an enigma and enjoys being a class book, but knows exactly everything that happened in the university. As a part-time professor working on his thesis, Vlad has been around long enough to know the dangers the castle possesses, and he knows the moment his path crosses with Corvina that she's dangerous to everything he is. So, we have Gothic Icona, believe. Then we have Lore of the Wild. I really just picked this up because it looked pretty, for real. But this is just, oh man, I do that every time. Like, I almost drop my book every... Lord of the Wild. Okay. It says, abandoned library with a deadly enchantment, a fate lord who will do anything to get in, a brave human woman, a collector of stories, willing to risk it all for a taste of knowledge and power. So this is an island ruled by the faithless fae, 21-year-old Lore Camus village is trapped in a forest prison. Laura knows that any escape attempt is futile. Her scars are a testament to her past failures, but when her village is threatened, Laura makes a desperate deal with a Fey Lord. So, we have Lord of the Wild. I'm just gonna do it like quickly. Then we have Canadian Boyfriend. So, I have Canadian Boyfriend, and I love a good sports romance. So we have Once upon a time, teenage Aurora Evans meets a hockey player at the Mall of America. He was from Canada. Soon he was the perfect fake boyfriend, a get-out-of-jail-free card for all kinds of sticky situations. I can't go to prom. I'm going to visit my boyfriend in Canada. He was just what she needed to cover her social awkwardness. He never had to know. It wasn't like she ever's going to see him again. Years later, Aurora is teaching kids dance classes and battling panic and eating disorders. Souvenirs from her failed ballet career when pro hockey player Mike Martin walks in with his daughter. Mikey's honesty about his struggles with widowhood helps Aurora confront some of her own demons, and the two forge an unlikely friendship. There's just one problem. Mikey is the boy she spent years pretending was her Canadian boyfriend. So, do we have a Canadian boyfriend? We have How Does It Feel? I have seen someone react to this. I forget her name, but it seemed like a wild journey. But this is about when a trip into the forest to collect a rare mushroom for her research. Why did I say paper? Research goes horribly wrong. Biologist Callie finds herself falling through a fairy portal and straight into the arms of the unseelie Fey Prince. The dangerous, unhinged, and victoriously handsome unseelie Fey Prince. He thinks she's an assassin sent by humans to kill him, not a scientist, and he imprisons her in his room, where unwittingly, his obsession with her begins to grow. So we have How Does It Feel? So yeah. Then we have Shadow and Bone. And I heard of the TV show, but I haven't read any of the books, so I wanted to read the book. So this is about orphan and expendable Alina is a soldier who knows she may not survive her first trek across the Shadowfold, a swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters, but when her regiment is attacked, Alina unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed. Alina will enter a lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of their notorious leader, the Darkling. He believes Alina can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold and reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her untamed gifts. So we have Shadow and Bone. Now, for the big one. Wait. Second book to King of Pride. I never read any of these. So, yeah. But this is about Kai Young, who has neither the time nor the inclination for chaos. And Isabel, with her purple hair and inappropriate jokes, is chaos personified. With a crucial CEO vote looming and a media empire at stake, the billionaire heir can't afford the destruction she brings. Isabel is everything he shouldn't want, but with every look and every touch, he's tempted to break all his rules and claim her as his own. So we have King of Pride. Then we have First Down. And this is about James. Football is my everything. I live, eat, breathe the sport. But when I transferred to McKee University to escape the distractions that nearly cost me my future in the NFL, I'm faced with another consequence. Retake and pass the writing class I failed at my last college, or lose any chance I have at making it big. That's where fellow senior Beckett Wood, gorgeous, stubborn, and just my type, comes in. She's the key to my success in this class, but the price of her help is a fake relationship, and I never do things halfway. Beck. I don't mess around with athletes. I already learned that lesson at first glance. Handsome, self-assured James Callahan is no exception. He wants me to help him pass the writing class we are both stuck taking, but I'm too busy to take on yet another responsibility. But when his teammate, my cheating ex, won't leave me alone, I realize I need to convince him I moved on. And what better way than pretending to be with James, who wants nothing to do with a real relationship. Yet, with every fake kiss, James pulls me deeper into a place that thrives and terrifies me. Why does he make me feel alive like no one else has? And why don't I want it to end? First Down. This is book 2. I gotta read book 1. Okay. I thought. Guess not. Oh well. I'll have to get book 1 next week before I read this. We have book 2. Oh well. This is about the world's crawled on the back of my newest stalker mail. Make my blood run cold. I have no idea if the lie is one I know I'm telling or one that I don't. Since arriving back at Shallow Grove, I've been stalked, tormented, chased, and almost killed. I've been lied to repeatedly by the boys I was finally growing to trust, and more. Liar. The word hunts all 4 of us, but it hunts me the most. Someone knows more about my life than I do. Someone is taunting me with answers and teasing me with secrets. Am I desperate enough to fall for more deception? To fall deeper into this tangle of danger and heat? One thing is for sure, Archer and his boys made a huge mistake when they decided to keep me from the truth. They thought they could play me. But they're about to learn that they met their match. No one stabs Madison, Kate, and the back end gets away with it. So we have Liar. This is the second book. I thought I got the first book, but evidently I didn't. So, yeah. We have Liar. And that sounded interesting, so I picked that up. I never seen that on Book Talk. We have Lonely for You, and this is about Scarlett is delighted when her father tells her he hired a famous pop star, a former boy band member, to play at her 18th birthday. But Delight must become utterly disappointed when it turns out he wasn't talking about Harry Styles. No, Scarlett's dad hired Tate Ramsey, former lead of the band Five Car Pilot, who hasn't been popular for years. Tate, after years of alcohol and drug-fueled partying, is sober and ready for a come-back. He is in top form at Scarlett's party and blows the audience away with his performance. Though Scarlett herself still isn't impressed, but when they talk after he leaves the stage, they encounter ends in a kiss that surprises them both. And immediately goes viral. The viral kiss and the video of Tate singing at the party do wonders for both of their burgeoning careers. So after some careful negotiation, the two of them agree to start a fake relationship, but before long, they discover their feeling might not be fake after all. We have Lonely for You only. My friend read this book and she said it was amazing. So, yeah. And I think this is the first book. So, there are so many rules a priest can't break. A priest can't marry. A priest can't abandon his flock. A priest cannot forsake his God. Tyler Bell has no problem playing by the rules the past 3 years after family tragedy set him on the path to priesthood. That's all changes when the delicious, lechery voice of Poppy sinks its claws in him through the screen of confession booth, and he can't get her sins out of his head. It should be easy to put his impure thoughts of her to rest, considering the vows Tyler has taken. It should be nothing to overcome what the sight and sound of her does to him. When his life with the church means everything, but once he has his first forbidden taste of those red lips, Tyler can't help but break all his rules for Poppy. We have priests. So, yeah. Twisted Games. I have Twisted Love over there. Just didn't have this book, so I thought, get this book. So it says static, broody, and arrogant elite bodyguard Riles has 2 rules. Protect his clients at all costs. 2, do not become emotionally involved ever. He has never once been tempted to break those rules until her. Bridget. A princess with a stubborn streak that matches his own and a hidden fire that reduces his rules to ash. She's nothing he expected and everything he never knew he needed. Day by day, inch by inch, she breaks down his defenses till he's faced with the truth he can no longer deny. He swore an oath to protect her, but all he wants is to ruin her. Take her, because she's his princess, his forbidden fruit. His every depraved fantasy, regal, strong, wielded, and bound by the chains of duty, Princess Bridget dreams of the freedom to live and love as she chooses. But when her brother abdicates, she's suddenly faced with the process of a loveless, political, extended marriage and a throne she never wanted. And as she navigates the intricacies and trenches of her new role, she must also hide her desire for a man she can't have, her bodyguard, her protector, her ultimate ruin. Unexpected and forbidden, theirs is a love that could destroy a kingdom and doom them forever. We have Twisted Games. And then the last book, I am such a Disney fan that I just can't describe. If you've seen my room, it's like Disney everywhere. I even have this, this book thing where you put your book in that says, these are a few things that my favorite thing, was just all Disney stuff. So it's and you can tell by my mini ears too stuff. But this cover was so pretty. I had to pick it up, and yeah, why? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So and it's by Disney too. So it's so cool. Okay, anyways. So, we have that on the right. And then we have Aurora on the back. Okay, so, yeah, this is I might read this, next month. Stella Griffin doesn't believe in fairy tales ever since her boyfriend dumped her 3 weeks before the prom. Not ideal timing. She's convinced her love story is a lie. She's ready to skip the prom entirely, but she and her best friend, Nisha, have been planning for years to celebrate at Disneyland before the prom, an OG tradition. But even being all dressed up at the happiest place on earth isn't savaging Stella's night. Nisha has brought along her friend Reese to join them, and he and Stella do not get along. They're like oil and water, cats and dogs, Aladdin and Jafar. And so what if Reese is fine, kind of cute, Stella's over it all. Happy ever after, true love's kiss, princes on white horses, it's not real. Or is it? Because when Stella and Reese push through a hidden door in Sleeping Beauty's castle, they're not in Anaheim anymore. They're in the story in Sleeping Beauty with Aurora and Philip, the fairies, Maleficent, and extremely intelligent woodland creatures. Unfortunately, they landed right in the middle of the story, which throws things off. Suddenly, Aurora and Philip are meeting before they were supposed to. The fairies are suspicious of interlopers, and even Maleficent gets word of their arrival. Stella and Reese will have to put aside their differences, make sure Aurora and Philip fall in love, and get the story back on track. Because if things don't end the way they're supposed to, they might never get home. Will they be able to pull off a fairy tale ending? And will Stella and Reese get a happily ever after of their own? We have Prom Chanted. So, yeah. That has been it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video and please subscribe down below. Bye guys. Peace. Eh.